Parliament holds a body viewing ceremony of an elder statesman born Malwal. Rang authorities anticipate increase in gum Arabic production as harvesting season beacons. And Torrid authorities compliment Magwi locals for farming. Hello, good afternoon, and thank you for tuning in to SSBC. I am Mathiang Joseph. Parliament holds a solemn body viewing ceremony of an elder statesman, Bonamola Maduring, who passed away at the age of 87. Parliamentarians and dignitaries gathered to celebrate His Eminence's contributions to the country's independence. SSBC's Mangar Gabriel reports.
Parliamentarians maintain sharp attendance to mark the passing of a true patriot, a distinguished journalist turned politician, and a diplomat whose ideas helped shape the political and media landscape of the South Sudan. Educating in the United States, Bona Malwal held degrees in journalism and communication and political science. His works, including People and Power in Sudan and a Second Challenge to Nationhood, continue to inspire generations. Speaker Nunu Kumba urged the nation to honor his legacy through unity and peace.
And for us as Jurubin, again, united, we will stand together. Regardless of our political affiliation, you can contribute from where you are, which political party you are. Let's do one thing that will continue to nation building, the unity of our people and the prosperity of our country.
Of our country reminds me of our liberation struggle, reminds me of justice, freedom, better life for our people, and reminds me of a great future to South Sudan.
Friends and family delivered emotional tributes with Dr. Francis Madingding. He remarks read by Ambassador Tigir Thik, describing him as a lion and a fearless leader.
Dr. Francis Madingding, to his eulogy, and it reads, Bona Malwal, a warrior who fought with the tongue and the pen. In Bona Malwal Madudring, we have lost a patriotic leader whose contribution helped shape the destiny of our nation.
Who was very close to Bona, who Bona had brought up in his circle. And so I consider myself as being brought up by Bona.
His daughter, Natalia Nyanut Bona Malwal, and son Makol Bona remembered him as a devoted father and a mentor.
His passing, celebrated in this wonderful manner that it took. Thank you all for the people who spoke and paid tribute and shared memories of my father. He was indeed a large and a giant personality.
National Legislative Assembly honor Bona Malwal as a foundational figure in the country history. He was recognized for his multifaceted role as a fearless journalist who gave voice to South Sudanese cause, key politician and a negotiator who actively working towards independence during the CFA agreement for the self-determination in 2011. Respected statesman and intellectual who helped shaping moments ideal. The tribute acknowledged that his lifelong efforts were instrumental, ultimately lead South Sudan to independence. Mangar Gabriel, SSBC, Juba.
Now, the Presidential Advisor on National Security Affairs, Galwak Manime, encourages the grassroots communities to live in peace and harmony for national stability as a foundation for implementing development and peace plans in the country. SSBC's Gore Anthony reports.
Jubilations, rounds of applauses and appreciations keep pouring from all directions of the country as different communities voiced out their views and concern to President Salva Kiir Mayardit for entrusting and appointing Tut Galwak Manime for a second time as Presidential Advisor on National Security Affairs.
Masha Khartoum, Masha Wel, Masha Ua, Kani Aga Hill, Masha Binar, Tamam, Binar. Asham Kida, and Muksuk Sedit.
Starting with chiefs, intellectuals, youth and women representing Greater Equatoria region joined the celebrations as they chant songs, reciting slogans, raising plaques and banners, carrying messages of forgiveness and reconciliation.
نيابة عن سلاطين بتاعت Greater Equatoria شكرا للسيد الرئيس الجمهورية. نحن بنشكرك انت جبت زول المناسب في مكان المناسب لأنه بولد ده في وقت ده هسه دايرين سلام ودايرين استقرار فشكرا لك ونتمنى أنه احنا إن شاء الله بنتعامل مع مستشار الأمني.
They say the dawn of crescent, signifying new era of peace and stability, is looming in the country. In a separate development, the community of Abyei were also on high gear as they warmly stage a colorful event to celebrate and commend the country's leadership for reassigning Tut Galwak Manime to handle the security docket, something they believe would help in enhancing the overall stability in South Sudan.
بعودتك لمنصبك وده شفنا من ما يوم تم تعيينك فنحن كمان كمنطقة أبيعي باسم أسرة كوراجين برضو مبسوطين وبنبارك لك وبنقول لك مرحبا بك وربنا يوفقك وبرضو بنشكر رئيسنا جنرال سلفا كير لأنه أعاد الثقة لك وجابك للمرة الثانية.
The Presidential Advisor on National Security Affairs, Tut Galwak, say he would exert much effort to do better than before by serving the people of South Sudan as being directed by the President Salva Kiir Mayardit.
ونحن اليوم فرحنا وتقديرنا نحن كنا نشكر رئيس الجمهورية بأبنى الثقة لمرة ثانية ونأكد لأهل جنوب السودان ونأكد لمواطنين جنوب السودان لأن أنا نكون قدام لكلمة وطنية وكلمة مواطنية والسودان.
The jubilations marked with rhythm and dances of joy shows the political weight and dedication from Tut Galwak Manime to serving people of South Sudan as he advances the agenda of the national government. In a related development, community of Ural County of Lake State also paid a courtesy visit while carrying messages of appreciation to President Kiir for the trust bestowed upon Tut Galwak by reappointing him to the position of Presidential Advisor on National Security Affairs in the unity government. The inhabitants of Ural County of Lake State expresses their dedication and support to rally behind the country's leadership for peace and tranquility to prevail. It is always worthy noting that the existence of cordial relations between the people at grassroots and national government is paramount in advancing the overall political, social, security, and economic stability of the country. Gore Anthony, SSBC News, Juba.
Now, transport authorities have signed a preliminary agreement with the Chinese Roads and Bridges Authority to conduct a feasibility study on Tali International Airport. The authority signed the agreement in Nairobi, Kenya. Speaking to SSBC at Juba International Airport, Transport Minister Rizk Zakaria Hassan says the Chinese delegation will soon visit Juba to set technical and legal procedures with the Civil Aviation Authority and other relevant institutions before commencing the study.
multiple interactions that we have undertook there in Nairobi. There is the Chinese Roads and Bridges Corporations. We have committed with them an MOU so that they should come and convene and visibility studies for Tali International Airport, plus other facilities. Actually, we have inked that MOU, and soon they will be landing here in Juba so that through the relevant stakeholders, mostly the civil aviation and the air transport, they will embark down in carrying out the visibility studies, because I think the visibility studies is the gate key for every and each project. What we have realized through a formation of a committee, and that committee assessed and evaluated their performances, we have realized out of the 5 companies, 2 are non-existent at all. Those are the type which we call them in South Sudan briefcase companies.
Wildlife authorities have sketched major plans, including toughening policies to protecting wildlife species in the country. This follows a meeting between the Minister of Wildlife Conservation and Tourism, Dina Jokchogor, and the Pibor delegation comprising former Deputy Minister of Information, among others.
We came briefly to visit Honorable Denai to congratulate him for the trust that bestowed upon him by the President to take this ministry. We know that he's a capable guy. We want actually the Minister of Wildlife to use its power to invest and develop wildlife sector. And we know that the Minister has the capacity of doing that, and as a people of Greater Pibor, where the national park actually lies, Boma National Park, we want actually also to encourage him to invest and also extend the activities of the tourism in the Greater Pibor and then Greater Jongole and the rest of the area.
We come actually to congratulate a new minister for a new position. I used to work with him together when I was chief administrator and he was governor of Jongole. We was really working close like brothers. So after the president trusts him, I'm really very happy, and I come with my brothers to come to congratulate him and to wish him the best in new position.
The National Bureau of Statistics, in cooperation with the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa and the East African Community, launches a second national strategy for the development of statistics in the country. The program aims to align South Sudan's data production with the regional development priorities, the Sustainable Development Goals, and regional frameworks. Director General Dr. Agustino Tingmayai, Colin Otto from the United Nations Residence Coordinator's Office, and Abodo Joseph from UNECA reaffirms the institution's commitment to strengthening South Sudan's data system as a foundation for national planning for 2026-2036.
Our commitment as the Bureau of Statistics and commitment as the government to work not just internally across the statistical system, but also with regional and international partners. Because the task is huge that we alone cannot do it. And so without partners, it would take a little longer for us to achieve what we have set out to obtain. And so the Bureau reaffirms its commitment to working with all of our stakeholders in delivering not just this test, redesigning the NSDS, but also enhancing, more generally, the national statistical system.
The development of the second national strategy for development of statistics marks a critical milestone in our collective efforts to strengthen the national statistics system and also to ensure that data serves as a cornerstone for evidence-based policy making, inclusive development, and accountability. The United Nations Office of the Resident Coordinator, together with the UN country team, is indeed very proud to support this important initiative. We do recognize that a robust, timely, and disaggregated data is essential not only for tracking progress towards the Sustainable Development Goals, but also for informing national priorities such as the South Sudan Development Plan 2026.
South Sudan's second national strategy for the development of statistics must be more than a document. It must be a living instrument that supported the country's development ambition, including those outlined in the South Sudan Development Plan 2026-2036 under drafting. The South Sudan Development Plan's goals for peace, stability, inclusive growth, and resilience cannot be achieved without reliable, timely, and disaggregated data. NSDS2 must therefore serve as the statistical backbone of the South Sudan development.
Crossing over to Magwi County, Eastern Equatoria State, where Governor Luis Lobong Lojore praises his people for echoing the national call to prioritize agriculture as a means to alleviate hunger and poverty. Lojore was speaking at the peace rally, where he acknowledges the increased participation from the local population in boosting agriculture in the region. He assured the locals of government's commitment to rehabilitating roads to facilitate the movement of people and transportation of agricultural produce in the region.
I have 3 messages for you. One of the messages that we are bringing from the state, your state, to you, the people of Magwi. One is to thank you, to appreciate you, to commend you for the work well done. You have done very well in food production. You have produced and you have supplied, you have rescued many people who do not have food, Yuba and Torit and beyond. This will be able to give me morale and all of these people to be able to advocate for more roads in Magwi County in order for you to produce more food. This will give us morale to lobby for a better tools for you to be able to cultivate. So I'm appealing to the traders here to continue to encourage the people to produce more. You maintain peace, because if there's no peace, that would beg stability.
Thank you for you people to bring your item to display what we are producing in Eastern Equatoria, especially in Magwi.
Thank you very much for the continuous call for peace in the entire Eastern Equatoria State. The people of Magwi County are now inheriting the message. Your message in one angle of that put that combined peace, unity, the calmness, the security, have reached almost all the villages of Magwi County. I'm also requesting a civil military dialogue with this army. We are looking for God so that the chiefs of the area invite the area commanders to enjoy, to embrace the cooperation between the civil military in Greater Mali. I request civil military dialogue also to be conducted to the people in the town here. These presidents are rising from the. So, Your Excellency, we are going to try our best to adjust and make sure our people in the town here also understand the presence and the importance of the government.
Now from Torit, let's cross over to Wau, the capital of Western Bargadal State, where the government has taken a proactive move to boosting economic activities by launching the rehabilitation and maintenance of the Souk Seta Bridge and the Al Jazeera Residential Area Bridge within Wau municipality. The launch follows the signing of Memorandum of Understanding with the Hayat Company at the tune of $343,000 US. Governor Daniel Sharif reaffirms his administration's dedication to improving roads and delivering essential services to the local population in the region.
تكن في الولاية تضع في أولويتها تعزيز الأمن والاستقرار، كما أيضا تقديم الخدمات للمواطن من ضمن أولوياتنا. لذلك تعتبر هذا المشروع واحد من المشاريع التنموية الهادفة إلى تغيير شكل الولاية. هذا المشروع من ضمن المشاريع التي نسعى من خلالها إلى تحديث صورة مدينة واو العريقة. لذلك نناشدكم جميعا بضرورة الوقوف ودعم حكومتكم حتى تحقق بعض تطلعاتكم في التنمية.
يتعمل بمواصفات كويسة، مواصفات بتاع الشركات، ونفس الأمور اللي بتلاقوه من بورو، نفس الأمور ده برضه ممكن تلقاه هنا، نفس العربات ده ممكن يمر بجاي، وده هيسهل لنا في حاجات كثيرة من الناحية الاقتصادية من الناحية الأمنية، لأنه لا قدر الله حصل أي حاجة في السايد ده الجهة ده ممكن تنقطع، لكن بوجود الكوبري ده أنا أفتكر إنه الحياة هترجع. ناس كبيرة كانت بتجي تتكلم معنا بأهمية الكوبري ده، وتديك إحساس إنه يعني بجدهم كانوا متضررين من الحتة دي، وبيطالبوا الناس يعني إنه الناس يستوعبوا لهم في الحتة دي. فإحنا بنقول حاجة واحدة، إحنا ما عندنا كلام كثير بنقوله أكثر من إحنا ناس عمليين، فلمتى الجاي إن شاء الله بإذن الله الناس بتشوف تفاصيل الشغل زي ما بقول ليه بالبداية من هنا لقدام، شغلنا حتشوفوه قدام في الواقع بإذن الله سبحانه وتعالى.
Still in western Bargazal State, where optimism continues to grow among the residents following the joint implementation of a program aimed at allocating land and constructing houses for returnees and individuals without shelter, resulting in the well-structured or well-developed Kor Malang housing complex in Jur River County, which accommodates diverse communities, a move widely seen as a major boost to peaceful coexistence and social cohesion in the region. SSBC's John Cliff Ochaya reports.
The visit of the Western Bahr Ghazal State Government delegation to Khormalang area of Jur River County aims to assess the progress of the project. In a statement shortly after the touring the facility, Governor Daniel Sharif praises the role of the International Organization for Migration IOM for implementing the housing complex project.
للمنظمة بتاعة الهجرة الدولية IOM عشان هو نفذ المشروع ده. تجينا بس عشان نتفقد ونشوف المشاكل اللي بيواجهكم، وانا الكويس انا كله شلته معاي، ونحن هنناقشه مع الرئيس بتاع مفوضية بتاع الشؤون الإنسانية ومحافظ بتاع نهر جور والبارتنرز بتاعنا عشان تلقوا كل الحلول.
Meanwhile, the Commissioner of Jur River County, Santino Monut Akech, describes the project as a major development step to cementing unity among citizens.
دايرين في منطقة نهر الجور ما دايرين قبائل، أمين دايرين كله بقبيلة. Very nice. عشان يجيني.
On his part, the IOM field officer Nicola Devanjak applauds the strength of cooperation with the government to ensure timely project completion.
We are on halfway. Things are not done here, and we need a little bit more push. We need to support from you. We need more leadership from the government to overcome some challenges, such as the issue of the cattle, who is interfering and can block the construction.
Juliet Edward is one of the project's beneficiaries who appeals to the state government and its partners to motivate voluntarily return of the citizens.
على دوم قروش مساعدة. أنا بقول لك سيد الوالي أنا دايرة تكتب بابة منظمات عشان يساعد الناس في 600، لأنه في جزء منهم يهو بيت إن the IOM هيديم، وهسا لحد شهر 12 IOM ماشي هم بلقوا الزنق بتاعهم بيعطوا طريقة أننا دايرين تتوقوا كل باب تمنظم لو ما في طريقة عندك حق تدخل ناس في الحالة ده عشان يفتشوا خشب يجيبوا للناس دي.
The new Hormalang residential area complex includes more than 1,000 houses and will be an alternative to the Nefasha camp in Wau Town municipality. Clivion Ojaya, SBC.
And authorities in Rang County, Apanal State, are anticipating increase in gum Arabic production amid preparation for harvesting in the region. In a media statement, Commissioner of Rang County, Ding Lueth, encourages both the national and international investors to support the harvest period, highlighting the global importance of gum Arabic in pharmaceuticals, glass, and other important production. That's it from me and the team. I am Mathiang Joseph, and thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for more programs coming up.